Hi, I'm Chris Yanish. Welcome to Stillwater Gazette today. I'm here with Gazette reporter James Warden, who's going to tell us about a couple stories that he's working on today. James, it seems like there were some interesting things happening at the Lake Elmo City Council meeting last night.
Well, Lake Elmo was looking at doing what was kind of a routine review or response to the comprehensive plan that they're required to do with the Met Council. Turns out the history that they've had with the Met Council is being duplicated in a western metro city called Orono.
Thanks, James. A couple of items you had going in today's paper. The H1N1 flu vaccines. The county's going to be working on that this Saturday, correct?
The county is going to be working on that this Saturday, but frankly, there's not a whole lot that's going to happen for the vast majority of people across Washington County. The state health department and the county public health have been having this big media push for vaccines, but there's really only about 1,500 vaccines in Stillwater, and they're only for 4-year-olds through 9-year-olds, so the vast majority of people are not going to be able to get a vaccine. Still expect long lines at the Stillwater or the Washington County Government Center, but right now it looks like limited vaccines for a limited number of people into December, which is when the next vaccines are expected to arrive.
Okay, now we also had an update today on the reciprocity agreement between Minnesota and Wisconsin. Can you give us the latest on that?
Senator Kathy Salzman's been really pushing this reciprocity agreement as a border state lawmaker. It affects her constituents quite a bit. Recently, Wisconsin legislators decided to take the odd approach of bypassing their governor completely and negotiating with Governor Tim Pawlenty directly. We'll see what pans out from that. We're right up against the January 1st deadline, and such an approach has a very, very narrow window to succeed.
Thanks, James. Now we'll have a quick look at weather, and we'll be back with some sports updates for today.
The MyTV.com forecast for Thursday calls for a chance of rain and patchy drizzle in the morning, then a slight chance of light rain in the afternoon. Highs around 45 degrees. Southeast winds will be 5 miles an hour. This forecast sponsored by Edina Realty.
On the sports page today, you'll find a feature on 2 Stillwater graduates who will be running in the cross-country nationals next week. Kyle Coughlin, a 2006 Stillwater grad, will be competing in his 3rd consecutive NCAA D3 championships as a member of the University of Wisconsin lacrosse team. Elsewhere, Ben Blankenship, a 2-time champ for the Ponies, will be part of the University of Minnesota's team as the Gophers head to Indiana for the D1 Nationals. Finally, on sports today, you'll find a story on the Stillwater lacrosse team, which recently won a 12-team tournament in Eden Prairie. That's all for sports. With me now is Gazette reporter Peter Cox. Pete, why don't you tell folks out there what you've got working on for today's paper?
I'm working on a story about the Stillwater City Council voting to give back all fire inspection fees. Apparently the Attorney General said they didn't have the authority to charge people for these inspections. The other thing is I'm just doing a brief story on the ice sheets that are going up at the St. Croix Rec Center. They started construction last week, and they should be done before Christmas.
Okay, now it's 2 sheets going in there. What's it look like now? It's to the side of the rec center there. What are things looking like?
Yeah, it's on the west side of the rec center. It just looks like a lot of dirt, basically a huge dirt field. But they're, they've got bobcats and all that out there right now, and basically they're just going to put around a berm around the arena, around the sheets, so the wind isn't really a factor out there.
Now remind me again, the Stillwater Hockey Association is actually paying for the rinks, but then the city will update them, is that correct?
Yeah, the Hockey Association is paying about $60,000 for the construction, and the city is going to have to pay the cost for the upkeep, the maintenance, and keeping the scheduling up. Should cost the city around $5,000 to $6,000 a year.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks for watching Stillwater Gazette today, and catch us tomorrow on www.stillwatergazette.com.